I'm a professional mobile player and I'm on a quest to prove that mobile players can be good at Minecraft. And so in this video, I will try to survive 200 days in Minecraft Hardcore. If you haven't already, you can watch the first 100 days in the description below. And without further ado, let's get started. Day 100, I was pretty much remembering what I had done in the past 100 days, just checking every single chest I had. Since I had just updated to 1.20, I decided to look for armor trims, which can, for example, be found in shipwrecks. Can't be found in portals, but it's still free gold. Day 101, I was continuing to explore for armor trims, and I found a mesa biome, which is pretty rare. I also found a desert temple stuck in the ground where I found 2 diamond horse armor. While I loot this shipwreck, let me tell you about the objectives for these 200 days. Since I just updated to 1.20, you know I had to get armor trims. I also wanted to kill a warden and kill an elder guardian. I then arrived to a desert village which had a camel, and I had to ride it for good luck. And sure enough, a few minutes later I found some coast armor trims. Day 102 I came across an ocean monument while going home and got jump scared by the mining fatigue. I started checking out the different ores I could put as a trim on my armor, and in my opinion, gold looks the best. Diamond is overrated. There, I said it. Day 103, I dug up buried treasures using the maps I got from the shipwrecks. And I got a diamond, a nether portal, a shipwreck, basically garbage, cake, and a music disc, more garbage. Day 104, I sheared the sheeps, got the water breathing potions I got from the buried treasure, got some redstone blocks and TNT, and went to the ocean monument. Cool trick, if you want to put the TNT surrounded with blocks like this and put a redstone block and it will actually explode, so you don't have to mine with mining fatigue. The elder guardian jumped out before I could even enter and I killed it with a miserable 4 hits. My Trident's way too good, man. Oh, so these fellas drop armor trims now. I then continued to the second elder guardian. He did not stand a chance, and the third one died as fast as my dad left me. Day 105, I started exploring inside the monument. I explored it for a long time, found 8 gold blocks, and learned with great sadness that not all monuments have the sponge room. I also checked out the tide armor trims the elder guardian dropped, and honestly, I prefer the coast armor trims. Day 106, since my house is really ugly, I felt like rebuilding it, so I started gathering some spruce wood, and I came across a village with a pillager outpost not far from it, which didn't have anything really interesting. Day 107, I spent the whole day getting oak wood. Day 108, I got some cobblestone and started making the outline for the house. I actually had a design already, which was inspired from a random Google image, so I just had to recreate it in survival. While I'm building the house from day 109 to day 110, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. I'll make another video of this if I reach 100,000 subscribers, and I guess 3,000 likes, since last time I guess 2,000 was way too easy. I know it's quite a tough objective, but these take quite a while to make, so I'm pretty sure we can do this. And getting the play button is one of my childhood dreams, so please help a brother out. Oh, we're on day 111 already, and the house is still not finished. I hate creepers. Aw, man. Day 112, I started moving all the chests from the old house to the new one. This time though, the chests are a bit more organized, with a mob chest, a stone chest, etc. Day 114, I moved the enchanting table and the other stuff. I have a triple sized bed now as well, more comfortable, And there we go, the house is done. I think the house turned out really nice and looks way better than the previous one. Let me know what you think in the comments. Day 115, I was still cleaning the chests. Day 116, I went to the nether fortress to get wither heads so I can summon the wither and get a ton of blocks for the next thing I'm gonna build. I also found a ribs armor trim in the chests, which honestly looks kinda weird. The gold looks like brown poop for some reasons. Day 117, without losing any time, I started fighting the wither. And it spawned in the wall again. Time for the epic fights. You can tell the wither didn't want the smoke because it started flying away, but oh, never mind, it's coming back. I quickly got it to half health and it spawned the goons, who he proceeded to kill himself. Generally, having regen potion in wither fights is way too good. And boom, I killed the wither. After getting all the blocks, I went back to the surface on day 118, where I crafted all the items necessary for a totem farm. Yep, I'm becoming invincible. Day 119, I went to the outpost near spawn to build it, and I accidentally started a raid. Raids are just really easy at this point of the game, unless a pillager gets lost in a cave like in day 120. Like, I generally had to look around for the whole day until I'm mining the wall towards the horn sound, and I just found him in a random crevice. Day 121, I went to the outpost I had found in day 106 because it had to be further away from a village. I'm not gonna show the footage of me building the thing because it's boring and there's a tutorial right here. Definitely not because I forgot to record from day 121 to day 123. Alright, okay, I show a bit of footage. Here's me building on day 124. And now it was time for the most grueling part of building the immortality machine. The human sacrifice. Yeah, but generally it was actually a pain to bring the villager up this water column and on this bed, and I had to break the water column afterwards. But by day 127, I had finally achieved immortality. Unlimited money and unlimited life. I mean, now that I built it, I achieved immortality, but at what cost? I'm gonna have to record 100 days videos until the end of time now. Anyways, by day 128, I had 27 totems and 4 stacks of emeralds, and I started a raid by going back home even though I didn't even have the bad omen effects. As I said, the raids are easy. Even if sorcerers and magical beasts spawn inside my property, it's fine. The last guy was again hidden somewhere though. I feel like I'm cursed with this. Well, I guess I'll have to live with the raid sound for the rest of my infinite life. Using the emeralds, I made my second beacon and shut up! Dang it, I really have to find that next guy. He's on my roof? Get the hell off my property. There we go. Day 129, I decided to make golden carrots my main source of food now, and I exploded my ugly old house, which was bringing the property price down. Alright, it's gone now. Day 130, I put aqua affinity on my helmet, which I didn't have yet, and a creeper exploded my house. And another one. And another one. Dude, did my old house curse me? Nevertheless, after fixing it up, I made the ultimate loyalty trident, which I called Mjolnir, like Thor's hammer, you know. I cleaned it up with the gold farm, and oh, it's so good. And here's me shearing sheep again. If you're wondering why I'm getting so much wool, it's to be able to move around the warden without making any noises. So on day 131, I started flying very far away where the chunks were never loaded by abusing the fact that it's raining and using my trident and my elytra. At some point I heard a lightning strike, so I went down to try out the channeling enchantments on my new trident. Boom, dude, this is so much fun. I can also create charged creepers to get mob heads. I can get 3 heads at once on Bedrock as well. This is why Bedrock Edition is just better, man. Since I ended up in a mountainous biome, I decided to go down a cave to hopefully find a deep dock. I also mined some moors while I was underground. And I even found diamonds on day 132. I also did the terrible mistake of breaking my ender chest with my fortune pickaxe. So now I only have a small amount of wool I have in this shulker. And that's when I found a deep dark biome with an ancient city. Just kidding, it's just a mob spawner. And I already triggered the first warning. 3 more and the warden's gonna spawn. There was no ancient city though. Psych, just kidding again, I found one and I already got the second warning. Oh no, Minecraft, I don't think I'm very sneaky actually. The loot wasn't great at first, except the music disc, I'll take that. And the diamonds as well, that's pretty cool. Generally, the chests weren't very good, but sometimes we could get good diamond leggings. Diamonds, 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 nothing. Oh, here we go, the third warning. At least it was worth it. I got Swift Sneak 3. Now that I pretty much explored everything, it was time to build up, make a little platform, and summon the warden. I know it's not the coolest way of fighting him, but think about it. If I died, there's no more content, you know. Day 134, I continuously shot it until I died. I halved my bow's durability, and it's so disappointing the fact that it doesn't even drop anything. Whoops, I triggered a warning again. No, never mind, it's not a warning. Day 135, I just went back to the surface and I found a desert temple. Did I really need someone to count how many desert temples I discovered in these 200 days? Anyways, I went back home, got a new ender chest and fortuned the diamonds. I got 45 and the iron, the coal, the redstone and the lapis lazuli. I also got Swift Sneak. Look how fast I move. I also remember I didn't have unbreaking on my torpedo. Day 136, I made a honorary golden ball for the the channel members, because honestly I don't give them enough love, but I really appreciate you guys. Here were the members when I built the monument, and here are the members right now. Thank you so much. Day 137, I was using my raid farm to get emeralds for the beacon, and for some reason the pillagers spawned here and broke the leaves that prevented them from spawning here, so I had to get some more. When I came back, more pillagers spawned and they popped my totem, and my 2 brain cells thought it was a good time to wear my chestplate to protect myself, and I fell. But feather falling was way too good, so I live another day. Who knew the immortality mission would almost kill me though? Day 138, I started a raid at home again with no bad omen, and I actually almost died this time. I swear, my fingers were rusty that day. I then made lots of emeralds and a second beacon, but it was still not enough to make a complete beacon. Day 139, I went back to the raid farm to make my beacon bigger on day 140. But it still wasn't enough, so I went back to the farm again, and finally by day 141 I had at least one maxed out beacon. I ended the day by farming sugarcane and turning my infinity bow into a mending bow, since I have basically infinite arrows from the raid farm. What enchants do you prefer using? Is it infinity or mending on your bow? Since my dragon egg disappeared in the last video and I couldn't find it at spawn either, I went to the nether where I got poisoned by a witch and attacked by an evoker. What is happening? And went to the end portal, just realized that I forgot to take end crystals, which I had to craft back home on day 143. This time I was prepared though, and I summoned the last boss of the game for a second time. I started taking down the end crystals one by one, taking a bottle of its stinky breath while I was at it. Once that was done, I just had to fight the dragon. Literally the lowest I got to was 7 hearts. This time I was able to carefully collect the dragon egg. I then decided to take the gateway, which was half broken on the other side for some reasons, and went to explore the end a bit more. I needed to go to end cities to get shulker shells, and the loot is pretty good too. Day 144 I got a core diamond sword, 12 diamonds, went to another end city and got a second elytra and diamonds, another city, another elytra and diamonds, lots of diamonds, and I also got a spire armor trim. Day 145, more diamonds, more shulkers, another end city, another elytra, another end city, another elytra. Day 146, final end city, shulkers and elytra, and I had forgotten to take all the dragon heads. I'm so stupid. Back to the overworld, and I made a little incubator on this empty side of the house for the dragon egg to sit in. Day 147, I checked out the spire armor trims, and honestly, it doesn't look that great. I'll keep the coast armor trim. Then I proceeded to repair my tools and went killing drowned zombies to get nautilus shells and hopefully craft a conduit. Day 148, I brushed some trails ruins, killed drowns for nautilus shells again, and came to the wrong ocean monument to get more prismarine blocks, and I made a conduit and made it maxed out. Day 149, I went to do some exploration. I found a nice biome, so I got some ice and some snow, and I found a new village again, which had barely anything. I also found a ship not wreck, a pillager outpost from which I got a goat horn. I did some brushing again and found another village. Day 150, we're halfway through, I found my first cherry blossom biome. Time to get some of the flowers. I then found another village. Then I had a random X-ray glitch, and then another village from which I got 6 and 3, which is 9 diamonds. Day 151, I found another village with insane generations. It actually looks so cool. I then continued brushing gravel in the ocean to hopefully find a sniffer egg. Day 152, I was continuing to raid underwater structures like trail ruins, a ruined portal, a shipwreck, and treasures. Day 153, I caught a pufferfish for good luck. I didn't get any sniffer eggs for the next ruin, but the next one, I got a sniffer egg, and a second one in a row. I then went back home and made a fish tank for the pufferfish, put all the furnaces I stole from the villages, made some decorating pots, and placed a beehive. Day 154, I placed a sniffer egg in my house and the second one in the villager trading hall because why not? While also witnessing villagers breeding. Also, the sniffers hatch faster on moss, so that's good to know. Day 155, I bred the bees and little dinosaurs hatched from the eggs. Day 156, I updated Minecraft, so I had to move the new buttons around now. Well, it's so ugly. Day 157, I don't know what I'm doing. I was bored and had way too many totems. After going back home, I finished building my second beacon and got strength too, so now I can kill any mob in one regular hit, which is really satisfying. Day 158, the new villager grew up into an adult and I started trading with him to get a mansion map. After trading for a while, I killed him, trying to open my inventory. Well, rest in peace, Carlos, the autographer. Day 159, I crafted the biggest map possible and started filling it up to, you know, locate myself. While doing so, I found a mesobiome, which is pretty rare on day 160. Day 161, I found a black dog and I wanted to tame him, so I opened my ender chest and I don't think we really liked that. Bye-bye. After finishing the map, my elytras broke, so I had to go back home only using my tridents. But at least I had a complete map now. Day 162, the little dinosaurs grew into big ones. I then gave food to villagers and they were so happy they instantly started mating. I also tamed a cat and brought it home with my dog that I forgot was outside all this time. To make sure I don't forget them, the comments with the most like on this video will be able to name my cat, my dog, and my sniffers. Yep, all of them. Day 163, I tamed the second kitty and started filling my second map. Day 164, after discovering a village, I updated my game to 1.21, which allows for an official day counter, and it fixed the problem with the D-pad. I also found a hidden nether portal behind the raid farm, and I ended the day by sleeping in a nice village. Day 165 to 171, I forgot to press record, but I had a backup at day 168, so if I remember correctly, I found this igloo, which for some reason didn't have the underground structures. And okay, I don't think this happened. Please, Mr. Golem, don't hurt me. I tried to save him. So once I finished the second map, I went down a cave around here since the chunks weren't loaded before 1.21, so there was a chance the Trident chamber could spawn, which are new underground structures. And I actually was lucky enough to find a wall popping out like this after walking around in the cave for a few days. And yeah, so now we're back to present time, where I'm getting jumped by a million silverfishes. In trial chambers, you can get really cool loot in mystery chests like this, and this is what I have right now. Loading this actually wasn't that hard until I came across the breeze, the new hardest mob in Minecraft. Just kidding, it literally does 0 damage. Just cutely pushes you. Also, I needed to have the bad open effect to be able to get keys to open these diamond mystery chests, which I didn't have. And the normal ones aren't that great, honestly. Also, there are empty chests scattered around the structure. I really don't know what they're for. Day 172, after pretty much exploring the whole triangle chamber, I went back up to the surface to get some ominous bottles in day 173, which are the new way to get the bad omen effect. Then I almost died landing above the trial chamber, and now I had the trial omen effect, which spawns stronger mobs that sometimes wear diamond gear and that give out ominous trial keys that allow me to open the diamond chests. And on the first attempt, I got the heavy core, which is a rare ingredient to craft the new mace weapon. I then continued fighting mobs to get more keys, almost dying in the process, and in the end, on day 174, I got a new music disc, a bunch of diamonds, emeralds, another heavy core, and even a notch apple. Day 175, I went back home, I saw the loot I obtained, listened to the new music disc, put an axolotl in the fish tank, and restocked my golden carrots. Day 176, I decorated my room with an extra ominous key and a heavy core I had, and I tried getting the windburst enchantment with no luck. Day 177, I continued enchanting my mace for the windburst enchantment until I realized you can't get it from an enchanting table, but only from vaults. So in an attempt to get a trial chamber map, I tortured some random villagers. Day 178, a creeper destroyed the entrance to the trading hall, so now it looks even more ugly. I then started trading with a new cartographer, and I also got my first ever torch flower seed, which are pretty cool. Day 179, I was able to put my hands on a trial chamber map, but it didn't have any cross on it. I got scammed by a villager with an ugly nose. But I decided to get a map to find a mansion, and this one at least actually worked. Dude, I had forgotten that this chocolate was this big, since people pretty much never go to them anymore, since we can easily get totems from raids, and most of the chests are just empty anyways. I also found my first allays, but I didn't have a lead to bring them home. Day 180, I continued exterminating the pillager mafia plotting to dominate the world, but I am the king of this world, so I can't allow them. Anyways, I thought they hid some diamond blocks in the wall structures, so I obliterated this cat, but it didn't have anything in it. I'm so sorry. So at the end of the day, I went back home and took my anger out on some animals because I couldn't get a trial chamber map, and also because my game was starting to lag. Day 181, I tamed the parrots. And I saved this village from an evil pillager outpost. Day 182, I went to find armadillos to craft wolf armor, but the first one didn't drop anything, and no armadillos spawned for the next like 16 minutes. Day 183, I found more armadillos, but they didn't drop anything either, and then I learned that you're not supposed to kill them, but you're supposed to brush them to get their scutes, which is stupid. I mean, if I kill them, the scutes are still gonna be on their bodies, so they should drop some. And then I was able to give it to my doggy. Day 184 to 187, I forgot to record again. I'm so sorry. Basically, I bought a trial chamber map in another village, which worked this time, so I'm now raiding a trial chamber with trial omen, and here's me getting a notch apple. Also, here's proof I actually have the map. Day 188, I couldn't get the windburst enchant, so I went back home, got some honeycomb, trying to waxing some copper, and replace all the sea lanterns with copper lamps because it hits the vibe of the house better. Day 189, I started fiddling with the new crafter to see how it worked, and a crazy woman started staring me down from the window. I couldn't figure out how to use the crafter properly. Why is she still there? Bro, get out of my property! Day 190, I grew some pitch paws and farmed some carrots and some sugarcane. I also tried killing mobs with the mace and some wind charges, but look at this, it's so impractical. It's really satisfying when you hit it though. Day 191, I made a new bookshelf for some reasons, and since I didn't know what to do, I asked my Discord server, which you can get in the description, and Jitter suggested to make a statue of myself, so I started gathering resources to do so, which includes slaughtering the squid population to get my hair, and I started from the head since I probably won't have time to finish. Day 195, I finished the head, but I realized I had forgotten one block, and I was out of black concrete, so I used a random black wall I had and replaced it with that. Nobody's gonna notice. Day 196, I tried doing the piston inception and the sleep with the fishes and the crafting a crafter advancements all at the same time. I just couldn't get the piston inception advancement, so I started doing the treasure hunter advancement by following a dolphin I fed and started mining iron underwater. Day 197, I went back above ground to do the advancement where you use silk touch on the beehive, but I accidentally had my fortune pickaxe. Whoops. I also got a new set of pistons to properly get the Inception advancements. I also got the Iron Belly achievement by saving myself from starving using rotten flesh, and got a new beehive and received the achievement 10 minutes later. I love Bedrock Edition. Day 198, I tried to bring a frog back home, but I accidentally killed it, and at night I tried getting some musing discs. Day 199, I got an achievement by wasting a notch apple on a banner. I also attempted the most dangerous achievement, which is to fall from max heights to bedrock and survive. And while trying to go back up from the hole I dug, this happened. you had a hard stack, didn't you? Okay, I'm gonna come clean. I did. After multiple attempts, I just couldn't get it, so I gave up. And on day 200, I tried getting a need block jump with the wind charge, but failed miserably. You know, some days you can't achieve your goals, but that's okay. You can always try again the next day and try again the day after. So I would try again for the next 100 days. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.